today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Off of play action, here's Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Marvin Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Akers.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Touchdown!
Tyler Johnson,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Huntley. He's got his turn.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, Huntley. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Looking to throw here, Huntley. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. 3rd down, here's Huntley now. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense is all over, continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball.
And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Now Huntley.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Huntley looks to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here's Huntley. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Akers.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The Cowboys at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Huntley to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
To throw, Huntley. That is caught by Lamb.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. LA readies for its next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Stafford now to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So we have come to halftime here.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Huntley out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Out of the gun, Huntley. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Huntley working from the gun. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. There he goes, right side. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
A give up the middle to Akers. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 23, here's a second down and 4.
Here's Stafford.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Motion left, Cup. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Going right back to Akers.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they... him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, Huntley. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Huntley. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal. When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now here's Pollard, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Aubrey now for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks, 47 yards. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge, and fire out.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back to throw. Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So it's a win here for the Cowboys, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. And he finished with over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes as well.
So for Dallas, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Rams, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles